Hey! We are installing and reviewing this interior ambient light kit from CarAktis. CarAktis reached out to me and gave me a massive discount on this kit so I could review it for you guys. But hey, I always keep it real and I trust you guys to call out BS. You are watching Turbo Itchy, so let's start with the first problem with this kit. I originally wanted to install this kit on my BMW M2 Competition, but after talking with CarAktis, they told me in their own words, our engineers have reviewed the interior of their BMW M2 Coupe and found that the universal ambient light kit may not achieve factory-level installation effect on this model. Oh no. Reading through their product page, it says their over $200 light kit is compatible with 90% of vehicles on the market. Well, duck. I guess my BMW is part of the other 10%. So here's tip number 1. Contact them before purchasing. You might need to send some pictures of your interior like I did. They've been really responsive to my emails, so don't skip this step. They actually sell car-specific kits that includes entire trim replacement pieces. But if you are like me and can't find your car model, you have to get this generic light kit. Okay, my car is no good, so what did I do? I borrowed my mom's Civic and secretly installed it on her car. Merry Christmas, mama. Stay to the end to see if she likes it or wants to disown me. Now, itchy viewers, this is the first time I'm installing something like this. The only times I mess with electricity is when I change batteries in the controller. I did a ton of research and asked Google the dumbest questions for a proper install. If you are looking for a beginner's install guide, this is it. You can't get dumber than me. The kit comes with 5 control modules. One is the main controller and the other 4 is for each door. They all connect through Bluetooth, so you don't need to wire all of them together. That's fancy. There are lights for the dashboard, door panels, center storage, footwell, door handles, door pockets, and speakers. They told me the speaker lights are not compatible with Mummy Itchy's Civic. So again, contact them before ordering. Most of the lights and wires are labeled with English. There were a few missing labels, but it's easy enough to see which goes where. This pamphlet has many typos. Thank you. Well, I thank you, viewers, for watching this video. Hit like and subscribe, thank you. It has a QR code that links to a Google Drive with installation instructions, and that is where we find problem number 2. The installation instructions are as confusing as my ex's mind games. There are some pictures plus a short video of an uncle doing the install for the door lights. The product in the video doesn't look like an exact match to the one I got either. Just follow my install video. I did all the research for you already. It should help you install other similar light kits too. The link to download the light control app was also missing from the box and Google Drive. I emailed them and now they added it to the Google Drive for everyone. To save you the trouble of looking for it, the app is called Lamp and FRGN. Tools you will need: trim removal tool, multimeter, wire stripper, crimper, electrical tape, fuse tap. This kit doesn't come with a cigarette lighter power plug. I did lots of research and decided to go with the fuse tap method, which seems to be the easiest and cleanest. If you do it this way, make sure you buy the correct fuse tap size. This Civic uses low-profile mini fuses, so I got a tap that fits those. If you plan on doing the door handles and pockets, you will also need a drill and hot glue. The kit comes with a drill bit, but I'm not going to use it because my mom is gonna bring out the ruler if she finds out I drilled holes in her car. Install time. I'm using fuse 20 in the driver footwell. It's an ACC fuse, so it only gets power when the car is on. Perfect for this light kit. With a multimeter, check which contact point is 12 volt and which is 0. Okay, the top is 12 volt and the bottom is 0. Remember this for later. The fuse positions in the tap actually matter. I'll put a new 5 amp fuse on the top slot. This is for the light kit. Then I'll put the original fuse 20 from the car into the bottom slot. Pay attention here. Left pin goes into the 12 volt of the fuse slot. Right pin goes to 0 volt. Don't fuck this up. The fuse tap attaches to the red wire of the harness for the main control box. Just use your stripper and crimper to do this. The harness also has a yellow wire and a black connector. The instructions don't talk about them, but customer support said to just leave it alone and only tap the yellow wire to the fuse if the lights don't work. Luckily, I didn't need to. Don't forget to ground the harness. Just find an unpainted bolt connected to the car chassis. Plug the main control box to this harness and the rest of the connectors are for lights. We'll plug those in once the lights are properly set in the car. The LED strips can be trimmed to the length length you want. Just don't do this while it is plugged in. Use a trim removal tool to make a gap for the lights to slip in. These LED strips only bend one way, so squeezing them into spots like this is kinda painful. Actually, I'd say it's impossible. Once the dash is done, pop the door cards off and just like before, find an ACC power source. I tapped into the window switch here for power. Ground it, install the light strip, and repeat on all the doors. Ta-da! The hardest part of the install is cable management. If you really want it to look OEM, you'll need to rip apart a lot of the interior trim to hide all the wires. I didn't do it because it's not my car. The app has 26 effect presets, but those only work with the LED strips. Some presets have sub-settings, but you can't make your own effects. But the brightness is adjustable. Other lights like the footwell ones can only be either solid color or in burst flash mode. And honestly, this mode is only useful if I'm trying to turn my mom's Civic into a nightclub. Actually, I don't like these lights at all, so I removed them. The app's auto connect feature just didn't work for me. I have to manually reconnect each time I start the car. The car does save your previous light settings, so you shouldn't need to use the app unless you want to change things up. I don't know why the app has an AI voice setting. I'm guessing this is a generic app used across multiple similar products. Okay, let's see what Mummy Itchy thinks. Mom, what do you think?
哇，咁乜鬼啊？你麻麻地咁樣，即係自己欣賞。幾錢嚟嘅你買？200幾蚊。200幾蚊安個咁嘅嘢啊？佢唔係核突，即係值唔值咧？你200蚊呢個咁嘅嘢。
Fair point, Mummy Itchy. My own opinion is I honestly was surprised at how good it looks, especially at nighttime. The LED strips are hella durable. They took a lot of beating while I was jamming it into the panels. The only thing that got damaged were my fingers. The packaging and instructions are just like what my mom calls me, useless. But customer service makes up for that by being helpful and responsive. I drove around with these lights and some of the effects are really distracting. If this was my car, I wouldn't use effects that blink or move around. I can't tell you if this kit is better than other light kits on the market, as I haven't tried those out. This kit charges a premium price, but the packaging, install guide, and app don't feel premium. I wouldn't get this at full price. If you get another kit, my install steps should help you out too. If you do decide to buy this one from my link, I'll get a small commission, but honestly, from one car nerd to another, just buy one that works for you and your budget. Like and subscribe, or else I'll switch to making duck videos. You've been warned.